Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the construction of the mosque. I'm your lovely host, Kelvin, and I hope you're all doing well this evening. Alright. I have no idea how much power we're going to need. It's going to be a lot, though. You know? Like, I'm thinking I need 6 power stations. It's one of those tough to say. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine to just put it around the exterior and not have to worry too much. So, like, that's 3. Put 4 and 5 here. And then number 6 can just kind of be this one over here, I think. And we're good. Should be fine anyway. Or at least so we hope. So I'm going to want to put... here for jobs. We gotta make sure that we have workers in our water system, so that gets most of them, that's fine. Okay. And that electrical. Perfect. Alright. So, that'll deal with the electrical. Waste and technical services will probably also need a decent bit. Waste is obviously going to end up at the Herbenet Customs House. Unfortunately, it is a smaller customs house, but, like, as long as we're not doing aggressive amounts of construction, it should be fine. Worst case scenario, we'll start, like, carting waste by train to Chemisil or something. There's a solid chance that one of the major customs houses does just become my dump, basically, if you will. Now, in the last episode, I got a little sidetracked, but I'm pleased to announce that we do have an entirely concrete railway now. Which, I guess I kind of need to get a couple more PM3s, don't I? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. These are currently fine, and they don't take up a ton of space. I'm already in, like, a decent bit of debt, so I'm going to wait until I have more capital available. And we're only going deeper into debt right now, so as I try and get this friggin' city built. As it costs 1 million of every resource known to man. Oh. You didn't get assigned. Good. On that note, you would not have any path. Make sure all of our electricals get assigned as well. Heat exchangers as well. Already. And that little road. Okay. I mean, construction's ongoing, and it's good. God. If you look at our imports, it is mostly steel and bricks. Yeah, we're blowing a lot of money. God. So, during March, we were doing the railway upgrade. So that's 120 straight, isn't it? Just about. So probably about 100 grand in construction materials and 130 grand in foreign manpower a month to get this place built. And it's been 2 years. Fucking Christ. Alright. We do need to keep going, though. There's still more to rough in. Which, the final one is sewage. Which, I don't think I have any illusions of being able to do successfully, so without using pumps. At one point I'd considered it, but because I realized, hey, I could put like the tanks on the tops of the hills here and it kind of works. Until it really doesn't, which is always the problem. It works until it doesn't. So I'm just going to do... I think 3 sewage tanks. And pumps. You know? Like the 3 sewage tanks, hold on, yeah. Plumbing, here we go. Can just feed into the central sewage switch. I'll put kind of here. Well, it's a little high. It doesn't need to be high. You know? Like right here should be fine. The main problem sometimes can be just getting the pumps connected to the switches, but we'll see. Yeah, that one's a little too close. Okay. We're gonna clear. Move the sewage switch just a little bit forward. Yeah, it requires proper slope. This is the problem. Sewage is finicky. It always will be. That's... I'm wondering. Maybe I think I'm going about this the wrong way if I want to actually be able to use proper slope. Is it another flat out here? No, this time it's in Kelm. Good. Because there's a hill here. So if I just do this, and then I place the sewage switch here. Sure, it's a little farther out, but, like, it's still getting electrical power. Other than that pipe being basically above the ground, that's fine. Of course, the real question is, did I just put these 15 meters too high? No? Okay. At least we hope not. Good. Alright. We can get an underground map to make sure this all looks good. Yep. And now for the final line. Which... where the hell does that go again? Alright, it's here. Whoops. That wasn't the button I meant to hit. And I actually do not approve of this. That is highly unnecessary and a massive swing. That I will approve. Alright. Alright. And that's the sewage system. Set to begin construction. Alright. Make sure we also do the sewage tanks. Oh. This lets me validate that all of them have paths. Why don't you? Oh, I don't know why I didn't let me put a path. Alright, there we are. Actually, I wonder. Yeah, okay, it looks fine. I was just wondering if this warehouse won't need sewage, so it's fine. Okay. Structure seats funds. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to undo this one. This was a bad line. So is this one. That one's actually fine, it's just where it ends up going. I'm going to instead put a sewage tank over here. Just, that will let me kind of, since number is too low, is it? Shockingly not. So, these are still not built. I don't know. Alright, looks like we actually have enough crops being moved into the LIC. Good news. Pollution detector in Kelm is still not done, although, honestly, I'll give it 5 workers from outside the CO, they can build it themselves. And just get it done. It's only 23 work days. Cool. Oh, alright. Now, where was I? Let's try and finish this off. You have a path? Good. Okay, this one goes to there now, and then this one becomes the central sewage line. Because I noticed where this one was. Oh god, wait, there's 4 sewage hookups now. What the fuck? Okay, I didn't consider that. That's fine. It's a good thing I noticed I put down 4. However, it just necessitates a second switch, which is fine. Given how I'm lining these up, I think. Assuming I can get here before too much construction begins anyway. Okay. Caught that problem before it became a problem. Thank God. So this should be good. Goddamn. No, this thing is far too low. Let me think. The topography map could help here. So this just needs to be a little higher. Okay. Okay. I think I've got an idea. So the sewage switch will just go here. And the sewage pump should be fine to just be up here, right? And then sewage line number 4. Okay, we're good. Done. Now, once again, I have to go through and ensure it is all set to be constructed. This will need a path. Oh my god, I put in this fucking sewage pump backwards. Okay. We're almost there. It's just the last one. Don't put the sewage pump in backwards and we're good. Need to have the connection face the road. Only to, of course, then not be able to put it in the exact place where it worked last time. As I said at the start of this episode of the last, sewage is finicky, always will be. Make sure it's got a little bit of an outward angle, that'll help. There we go. Okay. Alright, and the sewage network is set for construction. Alright. Dear Lord. Oh. Okay. Checking the electrical network isn't done yet, as I will definitely need a power transformer. And we're going to need to wire everything in. So, that one will go there. This one's got a pretty easy hook. I did place a total of 6, so... Oh. I don't know. Yeah, that's just the Kelm one actually being finished. We apparently still have some clearance on the power plant, which is good. Okay. Let the wiring run along the highway and it should be fine. Alright. Cool. So for the most part, we're in decent shape. Getting these connected, I think. Nothing crazy. And then these three just kind of have to run along the highway, which is fine. Yeah, on the right side is good. Line, alright. Perfect. Cool. All of the electrical lines are now roughed in. On a side note, no one's moving into any of these flats, right? I think I marked them all to not allow citizens to move in, but just checking. Alright. Solution 30%, good. It seems like we are population stable. Although I'm always worried that I never see anyone who's 21 plus without own flat. Because that makes me think I'm not population stable. Wait, what? Oh, that's a different type of flat. I fucked up. Oh well. That's like 145. That doesn't seem right. That's fine. But yeah, that's all the network roughed in. Except for heating, I guess. Because I still don't know where I'm putting the heating plant or what I'm doing with that. Which is always a good question. This place is going to require a lot of heat. I have pretty much no old village housing. You know? So we'll see. Oh, Lord. Still a lot to start. A lot to do. Yeah. I got lots to dig. Not too much traffic at the customs house, thankfully. Also not too many foreign workers, though. Okay, so how far away does this heating plant have to be? Alright, 750 meter minimum. Let's consider that. So basically about here. I could put it there. Is that 750 meters? Actually, as I think about it, could I centralize all of the heating plants to here? To a singular heating plant for all three of these cities? That would be nuts. That would be awesome, too. Alright. I just need to check minimum safeties here. 700. So, do we have at least 50 meters on this side? No. But to be fair, that's not bad, honestly. We do have the technology. Delete all points. That's only 600. Okay. So, if I do that, it has to be approximately here. Is this in the oil field? No, not quite. Potentially actually up here. Let's go there. Alright. That should do it. Minimum safety here, you 1 kilometer. Good. $50. 600 and... fuck. It is tight. Okay, 740. $620. Yeah, so basically I think in the middle, right here. Is probably about the best for getting, which as long as it's about 700, I'll be okay with. Yep. $685. I'll take it. We're not going to run this thing at full capacity, so it will be fine. You know? On that note, did I maybe install this in reverse? No, it's got a thing there. That's fine. Alright. So, let's see. We will need a heat pumping station here. Connect to the electrical grid there, so it should be fine. I'll need 2 heat pumping stations here. Actually, I may not. So, well, I needed it anyway as a splitter for sure. Even if I don't need the pump. Some other infrastructure would be in the way, wouldn't it? There we go. Okay. That, and then for load balancing, I'm pretty sure I would need an additional heat exchanger. It's not something I'd originally considered in the plan, but here we are. That's why it's important to rough out all the networking. Good. Okay. Really. There. little spindly, but it gets the job done. I think it's the one I roughed in. Okay. Now, actually getting people here. Like, the train line should be steady. Because I'm going to put an end station in everything. Like a sane person. Just pretty much from the start. Actually, I could probably make it the coaling station for the line as well. That would be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it? That means it should also be there. Okay. So such a place. That'll do. That'll do. That in there. Okay. Then I guess train aggregate unloading. Just gonna be put in here. Call it a day. I have no idea where the road is gonna be. I guess from up there, might. No, this place needs fire station access, so the road has to come from over there. Alright. So in that case, yeah, something like this. That'll do. Problem is, this is annoyingly close to the cloverleaf, so, well, it'll be fine. It has to be junctioned correctly. This pretty much should ideally be on the shortest path possible to make it to the fire station. Because that's what this area's biggest problem is going to be. So yeah, we'll do that. Nice. Alright, so that's that. This will need to be gravelled then, therefore. No two ways about it. Cool. Finally. then I just need a water in. No, that's water substation, sorry. Also, I guess I need that, because I do need drinking water right here, don't I? Good to remember. Need drinking water for that plant. But not what I'm currently pumping in, so it's fine. Make it mud, that's fine. Okay. Need a small water well. Okay. Perfect. Thinking. Alright. It's just gonna have to be a water substation here. I can probably just run it from a spare line out here. It's not really that big of a deal. In general, I should probably have a spare and ready to go set of water lines anyway, so I'm fine with this. The second one. This will allow me to easily feed whatever I need around the weird local places. Did I put a water substation out here? I did not. We've actually been making money. Now that construction seems like it's slowing down a bit. Since we're getting closer to completion. Alright. That is, until I throw everything into absolute disarray. Begin the next round of expensive infrastructure project. What are you overlapping now? The power lines, right. Okay. Good. Pedestrian overpass was on fire. Okay, good to know that can just happen. Man, how do you set fire to a concrete stairwell? I'll be real here. Okay, for a second there I thought there was people. It looked like there was, and I'm like, son of a bitch. Not again. Okay. But the only thing remaining to do is the main power line, which will be the last thing. So that way it doesn't, you know, power up anything. And I guess one other thing that will also need to be done. Because this area looks like it needs to be expanded somehow. I'm pretty sure this should be fine. Yeah. I don't know why it's a problem. Okay. Approve. And we're gold. There. Oh no, wait, there's one other thing I'm forgetting. This region needs electricity. Almost forgot that. Would have been egg on my face. So the real question is, where the hell am I going to get this from? Because I'm thinking, like, I know, yeah, you're maxed out. Yeah, I guess Kelm actually still has a line. A little bit silly to run it all that way, but it's really the only place I haven't maxed the hell out, so connections. So I guess that's what we'll do. Like, I could pretty easily just run along the highway. The train line. Oh, that did not click. Okay, also approve that. Alright, that's everything. Zamosk is now planned. Almost in its entirety. I think I've got a little bit left to do. Just a little bit, though. You know? Like, hear me out. I am going to need a technical service for the waste. We're pretty much there otherwise. 13's probably a bit much. So let's do that. But otherwise, you know what? There we go. We're done. Zamosk is going to be built. And looks good. How's Terraspol coming along? Very well, by the looks of it. Although I have a feeling that there is a problem. It seems like you are not doing very much anymore, Mr. Construction Office. Have you, as I suspected, run into some range limitations? Fair enough. In addition, make sure this stuff is constructed in fairly short order. Alright. Good. That'll do nicely. Alright. Well, with that in mind, thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Leo Skilden. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.